everybody, and welcome to Chocolate Chat. I am Chocolate Yoda, spelled Yodddah, because film studios are litigious. And this is an episode of Chocolate Chat where I just kind of speak directly at you about something on my mind. And I decided to dedicate my first episode to my favorite quote. But before I get to that, I want you to think of the screen that you're looking at right now, whether it's a PC or it's your phone or tablet, or maybe you're projecting this onto your television. Think about your television. Think about the shoes on your feet. Think about the car you're driving, the home you live in or place you live in. Um, they all have something in common, even with the refrigerator in your place. What else? The phone that you use, the chair that you're sitting in, if you're sitting. Um, they all have something in common. And yeah, there's sort of all examples of technology, but that's not the main thing that they have in common. The main thing that they have in common is that all of the things that I listed, all of the things in your life that are around you all the time, started off as a thought. Before they were in reality, before they existed, they started off as a thought. So there's a process for taking a thought and bringing it into reality. And a lot of people don't think about this process. And a lot of people are also frustrated that they can't bring their ideas into reality because they don't know the process to follow. So, this quote that I got it in 1986. The day after Christmas in 1986, I flew to Waco, Texas. And some of you know that Waco has a little controversy associated to it, but that happened in 1993. So this was way before Waco, Texas was really a thing. I had never even heard of Waco, Texas, I'm pretty sure, before 1986. So anyway, I had a business opportunity and I flew down there. It was a weekend, Friday through Sunday, and listened to what they had to say. It was all very interesting. I was undecided as to whether I was going to get involved, but the one thing I got when I left there that I still keep close to me is a quote by the CEO of that company, and his name I don't know, he's dead, but his name is still Paul J. Meyer. And that quote, slowly but surely, changed my life. It made me understand how things work. And when I say things, I mean everything, right? Because you can literally apply this quote to whether you want to lose 5 pounds or run a multinational conglomerate. It is literally that versatile. So here it is. Whatever you vividly imagine, ardently desire, sincerely believe, and enthusiastically act upon must inevitably come to pass. Again, Paul J. Meyer. So, what I want to do is break down the components of that quote so that you can figure out how to apply it to the things that you want to do in your life. So, it starts off with whatever you vividly imagine. So, what's interesting is that before the main word in every part of this quote, there's a modifier. So it doesn't say whatever you imagine because people imagine stuff all the time. Thoughts come in and out of your mind constantly. So imagining stuff isn't nearly the same as vividly imagining something, because if you're going to invent the chair, you can't have a vague idea of what a chair looks like. You have to vividly imagine someone sitting on a platform that you create so that they don't have to stand up all the time, or whatever the motivation for a chair was. Um, so, whatever you vividly imagine, then it's ardently desire. Okay, not just desire, because we can desire a whole host of things, but ardently desiring something brings desire to its ultimate level. To ardently desire something basically is a burning desire for something, right? Sincerely believe. Again, doesn't just say believe. I believe a lot of things. I believe for every drop of rain that falls, a flower grows. I don't really, but it's a cute old song. Um, you can believe that the Yankees are better than the Mets, but if you sincerely believe that, that's when you might have a fist fight defending that idea, right? So that's an important component as well. And enthusiastically act upon, right? Vividly imagine, ardently desire, sincerely believe, enthusiastically act upon. Again, not just act upon it, enthusiastically act upon it, because reaching your goals sometimes takes time, right? So if you're not enthusiastic, if you don't have the right energy to go after what you want, you'll fail. And here's what's interesting about the first four components that I mentioned, and it's true of the fifth one as well, but the first four things I mentioned cannot live on their own and can't be missing any of the other three, right? So no matter what else you do, if you don't do all these four things all at the same time, it's not going to matter. It cannot be missing any aspect, right? And the last part is must inevitably come to pass. So whatever you vividly imagine, ardently desire, sincerely believe, and enthusiastically act upon must inevitably come to pass. Did it say must come to pass? Nope. Inevitably. That could mean 5 minutes. It could mean 50 years. A lot of people quit before they attain their goal and never knowing how close or far away they were from it. So when you think about anything that you want to do, I have used this quote to help people prepare for getting their stock exchange license or investor's license, whatever that is. I've used that to counsel people in relationships, job performance, weight loss, sports performance, because it literally applies to any goal that you have. I hope you're not a serial killer, but if you are, unfortunately, this will work for you too. But aside from that silliness, the fact is that this is the most important sentence I ever discovered in my life, and frankly, I didn't discover it; it was handed to me as part of the packaging that they gave everybody who attended the 3-day seminar. So it was just literally handed to me, and I've done my best to live by it in as many aspects of my life as possible. I don't always do it, and even when I do it, I don't certainly always do it to the highest level necessarily. But I don't see any other thing that I've ever heard. And people touch upon it. Even the Bible talks about as a man thinketh, and there's whatever you conceive, you can achieve. There's a lot of sayings that sort of come close to what this quote is describing, but literally no other sentence, and I think I've used literally several times now, sorry about that, but in my experience in my life, no other sentence has perfectly encapsulated the process of goal achievement than this. So I hope that makes sense. I hope you enjoyed my first chocolate chat. It's probably going to get a lot more dicey from here. If you like the goal, I made that image of the goal myself using software. I can, I'll send you, I'll put a link at the end of this as to how you can get that picture, or if you just want to copy and paste the goal and make your own picture, or whatever the case may be, there'll be a link in the description of how to do that. So once again, this has been Chocolate Chat. I have been Chocolate Yoda. Till next time.